Next up on the also a Thursday game here, UL Lafayette, Southern Miss. We've got the Golden Eagles, Southern Miss. Pick 'em -1. Home favorites, 43.5 the total in this game. Certainly an adjustment period for ULL early in the season. New quarterback. They lost a lot of key pieces, to be honest, on that offense. And it looked like it early in the year. They were struggling to put up points. And even their defense, couple games got gashed a little bit. But they've started to pick it up, play better football. They had a bye week, and I'm telling you what, since the bye week that they had, they played at Marshall, won outright as 10.5-point dogs, 23-13, and then ripped apart Arkansas State 38-18. And the fact that defense gave up just 18 points to Arkansas State, which offense is that team's strength with James Blackman, it was a pretty good performance overall by the UL Lafayette defense. Actually, I should stress that Blackman didn't play that game for Arkansas State, so that probably helped out ULL a little bit defensively. But no, their quarterback, Ben Wooldridge, has definitely stepped it up. He had 5 touchdown passes, 316 passing yards in the win against Arkansas State. It was definitely his best game of the season, no question about that. So they're taking on a Southern Miss team, though, that I've backed quite a few times this year. I took them against Texas State over the weekend. They were around to pick them, actually a short road favorite, 2.5. They ended up winning 20-14 in that game. They have a very good defense. The issue for Southern Miss has been offensively this year. Zach Wilkie, the quarterback's been erratic, but they can really hang their hat on a pretty solid defense that Will Hall's team has here at Southern Miss this year. 36th in total yards per game allowed. They're only giving up 112 rushing yards per game on the ground. That's 23rd in the country. So that's pretty good to see how well they are stopping the run. Whereas you look at the ULL defense so far this year, they're going up against a Southern Miss offense that we know sometimes struggles to put up points. And look, the ULL defense last 2 weeks coming out of the bye has played pretty well. So, again, this is kind of like the first game that Conor mentioned, where it's a low total, but it's low for a reason. Hard to bet over, in my opinion, in this game. And I lean Southern Miss at home. I do. I like Southern Miss a lot. Very good defense. The Ragin Cajuns coming into this game, will they be able to keep it going? I do like that they've perked up a little bit, playing a little bit better football the last couple weeks. But I think winning in Southern Miss is going to be a little bit difficult here for them. Southern Miss, 2-1 at home this year, still just 1-2 straight up on the road for ULL. I think that could be the difference, the home field, and I think that Southern Miss defense could be the difference as well. So I like the Golden Eagles a little bit here at a pick 'em, and I lean under. What do you think, C-Mac?
Yeah, I like that they're at home. That's the one place has not been good is on the road a little bit. Even though last year they won their whatever it was last 12 games, won their bowl games, struggled early though, especially on the road. So this will be interesting. But this is the spot. Lafayette hasn't been able to finish drives, in the red zone. This offense just hasn't been able to do it. Now you're going to go on the road. And I know their games have been money to the under, and so have Southern Miss, going through the scores, just 20-14, Texas State, 2019, Arkansas State. Where they want to run it. The lone game that went, I believe, over, I have to double check, was that game where Tulane had all those mistakes, that 27-24 game. I think that might have just slipped over the total, but Troy beat them 27-10. All their games are way under this number. So as much as a side and a pick 'em, I'm kind of with you. Southern Miss has been hit and miss week to week, but I'd be all over this under. I think this is too high at 43.5. So yes, I definitely like the under here.